Hi, I'm Will, and I'm going to press this button, and as I do, the light will change. Press, 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 press. This is amazing stuff made by my dad. Press, press, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Yay. Press.
So how does it work, I hear you say? Okay, well here's the sketch, and we set up pin 13 to be an input and pin 12 to be an output. We need to record what the switch is doing, so I use a variable called val, and I want to see if the switch has changed since last time I went down round the loop, so I use a variable called last val. The count tells us how many times we've pressed the switch. So to set up, we set up for serial communication so that we can output to the screen, and I'm talking really quickly now. We set the pin mode for the LED to be out, we set the pin mode for the switch to be in, and then in our loop we've got a print for debugging. We print the current value of the count and the current value of the switch, and then we see if the switch is just being pressed by reading it, and if the switch has been pressed, and I'm checking for low rather than high, and it's different to the last time the switch was checked, which means it's just been pressed, we add 1 to the count, and then if the count's greater than 2 we set it back to 0, so it goes 0, 1 or 2, and now what we do is we do a little switch, we check the count, and if the count is 0 we turn the LED off, and then we go to another page. And on the other page we say, okay, if the count is 1, we turn the LED on for 1 millisecond and off for 10 milliseconds, so it'll be really dim. And if the case is 2, if the switch has been pressed 2 times, we turn the LED on for 10 milliseconds and off for 1 millisecond, so it'll be really bright. That's it, dim, bright, LED, hooray! How does it actually get connected onto the Arduino? Well, we've got our Arduino sitting over here, and let's say this is pin 13, which is an output, and this is pin 12, which is an input. Now the output goes to the LED, which I'll put up here, say, I don't know what the symbol is, something like that, with a little light going out, except that's not exactly what we've done, because we've put a resistor in the way, I think about 100 ohms actually at this point. So that resistor there is going to stop what's going through the LED and make it not burn out and not use too much current. And then for the switch, rather than check for high, I've checked for low. So what I've done, I've actually put a resistor here going up to plus 5 volts up here, and I think that is about 10,000 ohms, and my switch I've connected to ground, so that normally this pin 12 is held up high at 5 volts, and when I close the switch that point gets taken down to ground, which means that and that it's not shorting out because of that resistor there. So normally this switch is held up high, which I think it is anyway. I think there's resistors inside the Arduino, and when I close the switch it's taken down to low. So if the switch goes low, that's when I make the LED change state. And if we look back at the program we can see that's what we've done here, because we've said if val equals low, and last val doesn't equal val. In other words, if it's just changed from being high to low. Anyway, that's all. Bye.
Yay.